how did we find the Aquila Rithymna Beach Hotel? What was the all-inclusive like here? Was it really 5 stars? Would we come back? Would we recommend the hotel? Today you're going to be joining us at the 5-star Aquila Rithymna Beach Hotel. Quite a mouthful to say. This hotel is beautiful. We're going to show you all around the hotel, a full tour, a full review. We're going to do a separate video vlog as well about all of the food that we've had here in the hotel. Yeah. So let's get to the tour. So our apartment is just down there, well, little bungalow type of apartment. So we're going to show you the route from there to the main hotel building. Here we've got like a cafe area, bar and some other apartments. I'm going to come back to this area later on in the video, but for now we're going to have a walk over to the hotel and then I'll take you around lots of the other parts of the gardens and the beach area, the pool, things such as that. So we're going to go through all of these areas. So to get to the main pool area, so the main part of the hotel is there, you would walk down this path and past the shop there, and that's obviously where our apartments are through that area. Path here through to the main pool, so let's take you through. Sunbed wise, you're not supposed to reserve the sunbeds at all. If you put your towels down, they will take them away. It's 7:30 and people are already doing that, but the hotel staff will take them away. It's the only place I've known that they actually do that. So if you have breakfast and you come down, you know, maybe 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or something, you should still be able to get a sunbed because they will take the other towels away if people are reserving them early, because there's quite a lot already down, and as in towels down, but no, people have towels down at 7:30. So but as I say, they will take them away. So we haven't done that. We've just gone for breakfast and then come down when we're ready. So yeah, beautiful pool behind, and that's where a lot of the activities are for during the day. There tends to be a water aqua aerobics and a Zumba. So the aerobics is in the morning and the Zumba is in the afternoon. What I would say is there doesn't seem to be an awful lot of beds around the pool. The pool is a really large pool, but not necessarily an awful lot of beds. Definitely, you know, come down quite early to get a bed, but obviously don't do what other people do and put your towels down at 7 o'clock, because by 8 or 9 o'clock, when other people want the beds, the towels will be moved, which is fair enough, isn't it? You know, if you want to get up early and get a sunbed, it's absolutely fine, but not reserving them. As I say, we've just normally gone for breakfast and then gone around the pool when we wanted to, really, which has usually been around about 9 o'clock by the time we've got around the pool. So this hotel is absolutely stunning. Beautiful things around in here. This is the lobby and reception area, which I've just taken you all around. I'll show you again a few specific areas, but so beautiful, really, really stunning. And it's all set out like a Cretan traditional village, so the theming is absolutely spot on. It's really, really, really lovely. So here is the main lobby and bar area. Got all various different areas to the bar. See, there's an area further down there, and this area here more in the lobby part. All of these nice seating areas around here, and then the bar continues further through there and outside as well. And then this is the main reception area where you check in, check out, and any other things that you need to go to reception for. Some beautiful seating areas around here as well. Traditional vibe with the wall and the pictures. Some greeting drinks there just for anyone arriving. So now I'm going to show you where you go for all of your meals in terms of the buffet restaurant, breakfast, lunch and dinner, and show you around some of the other bar areas in the hotel. So going down this staircase here, going to the restaurant down here to the left. So this is the main restaurant where you have the breakfast, lunch and evening meal. I'll take you through there on the food video where I cover all of the breakfast, lunch and evening meal. So definitely check out our food video. coming outside the hotel, this is the main bar area on the outside. Obviously I've shown you through the inside part and the lobby bar, and then you've got seating areas all outside here and then across here as well by the lovely fountains, and at the top of the building just up there. So we've got the beach just across here, just right outside the hotel where I've just come from. So I'm just going to take you for a walk along this path area which leads to some of the pool areas. So this area here is all of the outside eating area for the main buffet restaurant. And then this area here is part of the Italian restaurant, which is still a buffet restaurant, and you are in. And then coming up from the main hotel and the main restaurant area, you've got this small pool ahead. So some more apartments up here. So the full stretch of beach goes right the way across. So from the main part of the hotel right the way across here to these pools. So you've got a lot of beach area. And as I say, you've got quite a few pools. This one here, I'm going to take you to the other one around the corner. Coming away from the other pool over there. So as I said, there is 3 pools. That's kind of 2 pools in one. There's a tiny little kids pool and another pool area which slopes down, and then the pool that I just showed you before outside the main part of the hotel, and then there's the main big area of pool. I definitely think in terms of the area that we're staying in, which is more the bungalow areas at the other side of the complex, which I'll get to, I'll show you around that area, and I do a room tour actually, so definitely check the room tour video in terms of the accommodation that we've stayed in. So we haven't stayed around this area or near the main building. It's a little bit further, it's more near the cafe area and the church area, but wow, I think where we stay is absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, really lovely bungalow little apartments and things. I have to say, I think I'd be a little bit more disappointed if I stayed in this part near this pool. I don't think it looks quite the same in terms of the traditional Cretan village look and feel to it. So this area around the gardens, I don't think maybe has the edge of where we're staying at the other side. So again, just to bear that in mind when booking, if there's any way that you can have that area. I'm not sure in terms of how you would do that with booking. We just booked a room with a garden view, so that's what we got. If there's any way you can specify, or when you're going through the rooms, if there's any difference in them. But if there is a difference, you definitely want to be more where the sort of villagey part is, rather than maybe around these pool areas. But you know, each their own. Everybody likes different areas of the hotel, I suppose. All-inclusive wise is not something that we'd want to do for every holiday, and I'm sure I said that on the videos for Turkey, and if you've not already checked those videos out, go check them out. As I say, wonderful hotel there. This is very, very different. This is more what we would really love, in the sense that it doesn't actually feel that you're in an all-inclusive hotel. It actually feels like you're actually in a little village all on its own, kind of thing. So it's absolutely just stunning. It's so lovely. As I say, everywhere you go for food and drink, you've got something to look at all of the time. Just so beautiful. So for us personally, it was definitely worth doing another all-inclusive hotel. Also as well, in terms of the price, self-catering in a lot of places in Greece was actually looking likely to cost probably more, really, or certainly very similar, on the basis of getting very basic hotel and then adding on your spending money for you know, your meals and your drinks and things like that. That's what swayed us to book another all-inclusive. So glad we did. Absolutely stunning. So anyone who's just watching our videos because of our channel and wanting to see our holiday, we hope we're showing you enough of this beautiful resort. And anyone who's checking out our videos for information about the hotel, I hope I'm giving you enough information. I hope I'm doing the hotel justice, because that's definitely my aim. Here on the beach, you've got the main beach bar to the right hand side here, and then further ahead you've got an adults only, maybe with older children possibly, but not smaller children area. And then here to this side you've got these sort of cabana areas. So Emily sat right there. I'm not being funny, but how hot is this sand? Oh my word, my feet are on fire. So these are the cabana sort of areas. Are they €50?
I don't know if these are too, they've got a sign on it.
I think they might be. I think they'll, because we saw a sign earlier, didn't we? I think they are. So I think these ones are to rent, which we believe is €50, so a fair amount to pay. And then just ahead is just sort of further up there to the left is where the normal beds are, so I'm going to take you up there now. But this beach is lovely. So there is these walkways as well onto the stretches of beach, which are useful when the sand's this hot, and the path goes right the way down. There is a normal path as well running alongside of the hotel, so we're literally just right at the side of the hotel there. The beach is just right here. So this is the family zone area, and then this is I think this is all the part that you rent, like the cabana type thing. So for the beach towel exchange, there's a sign just here, and it's just off where the main beach bar is and the main hotel area here. And you come and put your towels just in this bin area over here. So the beach towel exchange is between 10 and 5 every day. You pop your dirty towels in there and then just go to the desk, just to collect your new ones. So this is the cafeteria during the day, but a bar area on an evening. I'm going to go through the hotel and take you in the other side just to show you what it's like inside. They do snacks here, so for on a morning, afternoon, I think even more towards very, very late night. So there's various snacks that you can get in here. Make sure you check out our room tour video and also our food video for the hotel. I've included everything to do with the food and drink, anything you need to know about the all-inclusive food and drink I've included in the food review. And as I say, I've done a room tour, full room tour of where we're staying, which is a beautiful room in the very sort of more picturesque village part of the hotel. So it's saw the main entrance to the hotel, where these beautiful flowers are, or this archway. This is where you find all of the kids area, part of the kids club. They have various different things. So for instance today, well tonight, there's going to be a show, but even during the day or on an evening, this is where all the kids events are held. Obviously I can't go further in there because I don't have a child in the kids club, but it looks absolutely incredible. It looks like a little village in itself. So if you have children and you're looking to come to stay at this hotel, I'd look on the internet at various different bits and pieces that might give you a bit more information about the kids club, certainly on their own website for the hotel, because as I say, it looks incredible in terms of what areas they do have. Don't think there's any children in there right now, so I can probably zoom in. So it looks like they've got all different seating areas and little like themed areas. From what I saw on the internet, as I say on the website, it looked like they had all different areas to themselves, so it looks really good. So it looks like they've got lots of places for outside playing, and then some inside areas as well, which I think includes food and things to do, games and things, and sport things. So yeah, lots of things for the kiddies to do. So it definitely looks like there's a lot on offer for children. So where the main part of the hotel is, just there, and you walk down there towards the restaurants and bars and beach area. The children's area is just there where that archway is and that blue building. So as I say, lots for children to do. So the children's activities are listed on this board, and that's just outside the main restaurant, which is just there. It has the breakfast, lunch and evening meal. So this is all of the kids' entertainment. So I'm just going to take a closer look at everything that's on offer for the children. This area is all of the play area for the children. To be honest, I've not seen many children playing here, so I don't know if it's far too hot. Quite possibly. But this looks really cool for little kids that want to play in like a pirate ship type thing. So yeah, really cool for kids. This is just at the end of the main pool area. So the biggest main pool is just ahead there, and to the left is like a ping pong station, so you can obviously do that there. And there are tennis courts as well, which are further away from the hotel. But yeah, for children, this is really brilliant. Maybe not quite in this intense heat, but a good idea anyway. And then just coming round from the children's play area, there is this amphitheatre here. So most of the entertainment seems to be in the seafront amphitheatre, but this amphitheatre here is obviously a lot smaller and right next to the children's area. So I'm thinking, with it being near the play area, I'm wondering if this is more for children's entertainment. So this in front of us here is the main amphitheatre, which is where the evening entertainment is. And then there is another amphitheatre just literally around the corner from it. So just over there where you can see the roof over. I don't think that gets used for that much. I don't know if it's more the sort of children's things, I'm not entirely sure, but anything we've seen so far has been over here. But there is two amphitheatres, so this is just the main entertainment area. Both of the amphitheatres are very close to the sort of the edge of where the apartments end, the hotel complex itself. So it's on the furthest end, the seafront amphitheatre, which is literally because it's right next to the sea. Look at that for a view. Beautiful.
Show directed and choreographed by Virginia Thank you.
So coming from the hotel, seems to be a few little bits and pieces around, cafes, restaurants, shops. A few things down this road.
Oh, it's too hot.
So there's some nice shops along here. Various bits and pieces to buy, clothing, clearly Crocs. Emily, I don't think that quite fits you, love. I think you need a size bigger, Em. And a pharmacy, just literally a couple of minutes walk from the hotel. So that's handy if you ever needed a pharmacy. And some more bars and restaurant places. Some nice cocktail bars. So some nice areas to come out for food and drink, definitely. And especially for people that are staying half board maybe. Or anyone on all-inclusive who fancy a change. here is just like a little cafe, but all set out with a traditional Crete village feel. Absolutely wonderful. We've had drinks on an evening here, and we've also been for cappuccino during the day. Beautiful church here behind me, absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to put some footage in here now where I went inside the church, and I videoed all around the inside, the decor of it as well. I'm going to show you all the map in terms of the location of everything across the hotel, because although I've taken you for a walk around the main facilities and the main areas, there's such a lot in terms of the hotel. It is really, really big. I hope you're really enjoying the hotel review and tour. Coming into the entrance of the hotel, you've got a beautiful sort of fountain area here. Walking into the entrance, you've got reception, and further up you've got the main restaurant, the buffet restaurant for breakfast, lunch and evening meal. You've got the Italian buffet restaurant. This area here next to there is all the indoor pool, the gym, the spa. Then you've got 2 outdoor pools over here with some more apartments around it. That is where we're staying. So that's a little bungalow that we've got. Beautiful view, and I definitely recommend to anybody, if there's a way you can get in this area, I think this is a lot more prettier than some of the areas more over at this end or in the main building, but obviously you may not get a choice. We didn't book a sea view room, but we ended up getting a sea view room being there. So we're number 21, but I think any of these in this area is all going to be around the Cretan traditional village sort of area. And over here you've got the main pool, so this is the big pool that there is for the hotel. And the building here is the cafe restaurant, so during the day that's where you'll be able to get drinks, but there is drink service around the beds as well, which is really good. But inside here for the restaurants, this is an a la carte restaurant at lunchtime, so you get to pick from a menu, and then on an evening that's where the themed nights are held, so live music and themed food. It isn't a la carte on an evening though, it is a buffet restaurant, but it is all themed evenings, and you do get 2 nights per week of your stay. And then over here, as I've said before, this is the area we've stayed in, which is all the old sort of village part of it, with the church and the cafe bar area here, which is all a beautiful area of the hotel. So this is pretty much an overview of the hotel. Obviously you've got the beach lining the full front of the hotel as well. So this is the hair and beauty service. So it's just a little building just off the pool side, the main large pool, pretty much opposite the restaurant there, the Taverna restaurant. And I've actually been in here, had my nails done. So these are my nails. I've gone for quite a nude colour actually, so it's you maybe can't see it visually on the camera as well, but they did a really good job. Really nice in there. Lovely girl that did my nails. This is the price list. So it's part of the spa, but the spa's at the other side of the complex. So this is just really for haircuts, blow dries, and all the nails and things like that. Manicures, pedicures. So I had the shellac manicure, which was €30. The lady in there was really nice and did a brilliant job of my nails. So for the salon you do have to book it, so anything for your hair or nails you do have to come in here in advance and book it. But I only did it, I think it was the day before I believe. So just whenever you wanted any treatments doing, just pop in and I'm sure the ladies will be able to get you in. So yeah, definitely book ahead.
Should have told you that you're beautiful.
I hope I've covered as much as possible for you guys in terms of anyone who's interested in staying here at the hotel, who might have already booked and just wanted more information about it. I know when we looked there wasn't much information at all on YouTube in terms of videos here, so I do hope my video has been useful to everybody. But please do comment down below if there's anything that I haven't done, that I haven't commented on enough, you know, you'd like more information about, or there's just something that you're thinking about in terms of booking and something maybe you've picked up on TripAdvisor or something and you just want some more advice. Whether I can give you that I'm not sure, but I'll certainly try to help as much as I can. As you'll probably have seen if you've watched any of the videos that I've already put out there in terms of our holiday here at the Aquila Rithymna Beach Hotel, you will have noticed in any of the footage how beautiful everything is around. So let's take you for a walk while we're sort of talking. So I think really, to be honest, it's been one of our most favourite holidays, if I'm honest. We usually stay in a place called Coraleco in Forteventura. We've been going there for many years, but this has such a special feel to it. It's really up there with that. The main thing I would definitely say from this hotel, well, I think around when we went to Rithymna and maybe just Crete in general, just Greece in general, I'm not sure, but the people have been absolutely wonderful. Just they can't do enough for you, and the service in this hotel specifically has been amazing. I've not actually really ever felt that I've been in an all-inclusive hotel, if I'm honest. I really feel immersed in a traditional Cretan village, and I think that's so amazing that at the moment in terms of all-inclusive hotels, and you know, you can really get everything you want, can't you, in terms of in an all-inclusive hotel, but can you get the feel of being actually somewhere traditional? Not sure always. As I say, the Turkey holiday that we had was beautiful and really modern hotel, really beautiful, but I felt I was in a hotel and I felt that I was definitely in an all-inclusive hotel. It just had that feel because most you can't get away from that. Here it's definitely felt very different. It's just so traditional, just feels like what it's supposed to do in terms of the theming. A traditional Cretan village, which is just so wonderful. We've had such a wonderful holiday, it's been absolutely amazing. So just coming to the end of the video really now, everybody. So really, would I recommend this hotel? Would I come back? First of all, would I recommend the hotel? Absolutely, 100%. I would recommend anybody who's thinking of booking here, definitely book. I definitely book all-inclusive rather than half-board. That's exactly what we've done. We got a free child place. It worked out pretty cost-effective, to be honest. In terms of coming back ourselves, would we come back to this hotel? I think we would definitely like to explore other parts of Greece. I think we'd like to explore just different places, you know, on holiday, for certain. But would I want to stay here? Yes, I absolutely would. I would come back. I think me, Emily and her dad are going to really miss it, really miss this hotel. I hope I've not bored everybody with such a lot to say about the hotel, but to be truthful, I think there's a lot to say about the hotel because it's worth it. So definitely book and come here. It's not a sponsor, this is not an ad, I'm not getting paid by anybody to say any of this. I just think, in our opinion, this is wonderful. It's a traditional Cretan themed hotel which gives that through the whole complex in terms of, you know, the hotel, the areas around it. It just gives you that feel, like as if you are somewhere else, immersed in theming everywhere. So beautiful. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've really enjoyed our video. We've really enjoyed making it. All of the videos here that we've done on our Crete holiday, we've had such a wonderful time. So subscribe to our channel, give us a like, and go watch our other videos here in our Crete holiday and also here at the Aquila Rithymna Beach Hotel. So that's it for today, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, Aquila Rithymna Beach. See you next time.